Hello everyone, welcome to Meanlet Studies. In this video, we are going to solve a few more SQL interview problems. As you can see here, the problem statement is given as given employee details like ID, name, age and salary. Assume a record is duplicate only if the name, age and salary matches. So this kind of problem we already solved, right? So now, and these are the two problems as given. Find the number of duplicate records other than the original one. So we need to count the number of duplicate records, but we should not include while counting the duplicate records as the original one. So we should not consider this original one while we are counting the duplicate records, right? The next question, keep the latest record as the original one and delete the older one as a duplicate. So we need to delete the duplicate record, but here we need to consider the older one is a duplicate record. Okay. So now we will start solving these problems in SSMS. As you can see here, these are the two problems and this is the data like employees details. Now you can see I'm just executing it, and this is the exact data we are going to insert into employees table. I'll mention this in description box, you can find from there. So now if you execute this query, you can see here this is the given data like employee details like ID, name, age and salary. So now we have to find this question, find the number of duplicate records other than the original one. So we need to count the number of duplicate records other than the original one. So here you need to understand it is given. We need to consider the duplicate record only when name, age and salary matches. Then only we have to consider that record as a duplicate record. Okay. And also we should not consider the original one as a duplicate record. So here duplicated means original will also be come into picture, but we should not consider while we are counting the duplicate records. Okay. So let's see how we are going to solve this problem. So here it is given all columns like ID, name, age and salary. So let's see how we can count the group of people from name, age and salary. If all those are matching, then only we are going to consider them as a duplicate record, right? So we have to use count. We are going to counting of all records where if all names, age and salary matches, okay, from employees table. So here we need to understand we have to group by of these particular people in the sense those people are having same name, same age, same salary, and you're just counting of these people, right? So you have to use group by of what, all this combination, right? So whatever the people like having all names, ages and salary is same, and you are trying to grouping by with respect to of these three, and you are trying to counting them, right? So now if you observe this query, you can see here it is returning. So these are duplicated records. Duplicated records in the sense all people are having same name, age and salary records. You can see here. In the given table, we have the combination of Ganesh 30 and 43,000 as only one people is there. So similarly, Ganesh 30, 60,000 is a two people is there. Right. So now, even if you want to have that here also, you can mention that. No problem. Now you can see. So this is the combination. We have only one. So this is the combination. We have two people are there. So this is the combination. One people are there. So now you need to understand here. We have total of 13 employees in the given table. You can see total of 13 employees. So if you observe here, we are getting only 8 records. 8 records in the sense it is group data now, right? So even if you observe here, if you add all of them, you'll be getting all 13 employees. So here Ganesh 30, 43 is the combination. One combination, we are calling it as a one group. So in that one group, we have only one employee. In this combination, we have two employees. In this combination, one employee, right? You can see here. So wherever if you see here, more than one, right? So more than one will consider as a duplicated record. So these all are duplicated record. So now you can see having, you can mention to having class to filter out the group data, right? So you can also use count star is greater than one, right? So as and when if the count of all of them are greater than one, then we are going to consider them as a duplicated record. So this is a duplicated record, right? But you need to understand here, so even though it is a duplicated record, there will be one original record is there, one duplicate record is there, right? So remember, this is a duplicated record, but there is a duplicate record and there is a original record as well, right? So now we have to count only number of duplicate record, we should not consider while counting the duplicate record as a original record. We should not count as a original one, right? So now what we have to do, so you should remember always one record will be the original one and remaining all will consider as a duplicate record, right? So we have to reduce, we have to subtract one from this count, okay? So now here, up to now, you can see here how you're getting here. So that means Ganesh 30 43,000 zero duplicate record. So zero duplicate record in the sense here there is, this is a only one record is a original one. Okay. Next Ganesh 30 60,000 is a one duplicate record. Right. Other than the original, we are not counting the original record. Right. So this is how you can use, this subtraction of counting to one. Right. So that is how you are excluding the original records. Okay. So now if you observe this query, you can able to see here these are the all duplicate records, total of 5 people. So remaining all are original records. Okay, so this is how you can find the solution for the first question, that is fourth question. Okay, next one, what is the next question? You can see here, keep the latest record as the original one and delete the old record as a duplicated one. So here if you look at this data, so we need to keep the latest record as a original one and we should delete the all original, all older ones as a duplicate records. So if you observe Sharad 20 50,000, is there any other Sharad? You can see here Sharad 28 50,000. So now this ID is 1, this ID is 6. So this is the latest among these two people, like this Sharad and this Sharad. So we should consider the latest one as the original one and we should delete the older one as a duplicated one. Okay. Now if you observe next Sharad, is there any other Sharad? You can see Sharad. But if you observe, this is a 6, this is 10. But 28 here, 36. So this is not at all duplicate because duplicate means name, age and salary has to be same. So this is not going to consider as a duplicated one. So next, is there any other Sharad? You can see Sharad. This is a 13. So this is 6. Sharad, 20, 28, 50, 50. Same, right? So here, this is the older one and this is the latest one. So we should consider this as a original record and we should delete the previous one. So this is how we are going to delete this one and we will be keeping only this one as the latest record as the original one. So this is how we have to delete all older one as a duplicate records. We have to delete them. Okay. How can we do that? Here. So we have to use delete command because we need to delete it, right? So delete from employees table. So where, what we have to do now? So we have to find duplicate record and also we have to find either that is a older one or the latest one, right? So where, we are going to consider on the basis of employee IDs only, is that either older one or latest one, right? So where I'm going to mention ID in. So if you use in, we are trying to delete, right? So you have to mention in the sense what we have to need. We have to mention only the latest one. So if you mention latest one in the sense that is the max one, right? That will be the highest one. The latest one will be always highest one, right? So if you mention here, select max of ID from employees, on the basis of, you need to consider here the group of people with the same name, same age, same salary, right? So you have to consider here grouping of all people like name, age. On this space you are going to find the max of IDs, right? Now you can see how it's going to return. So it's going to return like the combination of Sharad 28 50 among those same records. It will be returning the max one. So if you observe here, it's going to return 13. You can see here why it is returning this one, because we divided here. You can mention if where name equal to Sharad. We have a lot of duplicate records, right? So among them, if we use for only Sharad, it will be returning 13. Here, what is this one? Okay, sorry. Here we already used group by, right? So now first you have to use first where class and then we can use group by. Now you can see it will be returning. It will return 13. Okay. So why it is returning 10 as well? Because 10 is a different one. So different one in the sense among those three duplicate records, it is returning only 30. And 10 is not a duplicate record, but that particular name is also Sharath. So even you can mention another condition and age equal to 28, right? So that is the 28 is a common from three people, right? So now you can see if I execute this query, you can see 13, right? So those particular people like name, Sheriff, and age 28 and salary 50 something, right? So we are going to consider that particular record as a duplicated record. Okay, so now if you observe, it is returning the max ID. So now if I delete employee details from uh, like employees table where ID in this one, that's going to delete the latest one, right? So we should not delete the latest one, we should delete the original one, right? Original, sorry, we should delete the older one. So that's how, if I keep this not here, that's going to delete all remaining, right? So now here, if you observe, if I mention only ID, you can able to see here you will be getting three employees like 13 1 or something is the right. Okay, why we are getting here, we are getting error because of we already group by, right? So without okay, no problem. So column name, column employee dot id is invalid. Okay, so let's see here what is the column name first. ID only, select ID. Okay, this is correct only. Let's see why it is the error. Okay, here, okay, sorry. Here we are trying to return ID, but we are not keeping that in a group by, right? So that's why we are getting error. Okay, let's see. We can also use here ID. Now, if I execute this query, you can able to see all those values. Like those particular people are having same Sharad and same age 28. Sorry, you should not consider this as a string. This is a age 28. Now, if I execute this query, you can able to see these are the three people with Sharad and age 28, right? So now, among these three, we have to consider only the latest one as the original one, and we should delete the remaining two, 1 and 6. We have to delete it, right? So how we can do that? You can mention delete from employees where ID not in. You can mention here max. So if you mention max, other than that, you are mentioning here not in, right? So if you here return only the max, remaining two, like remaining all other than this max, right? That's going to delete. So you can mention here max of this particular, but here we are considered only for Sharath. So there are many people are there with same name and other details also there, right? So I'm just removing this one, and I'm finding the max of IDs for the group of name, same age, and same salary. This is the group. Okay, now we are trying to delete all older one records as a duplicated records. All right. So now if I execute this query, you can able to see here 5 record got affected. So now if I execute this query, you can able to see here there is no the older one as a duplicated record. Sorry guys. So now you can see here the older one, like here 1 Sharad and 28 is there, right? The older one, you can see here 1, sorry, this is 31, latest one, Sharad 28 50,000. There are two records are there, like 1 and 6, but here we are returning only 31 because this is the latest one, and we deleted all remaining original one, I mean all remaining older one, right? We are considering this as the latest one record. So similarly, you can also see here Mahindra 30 48,000. So now if you observe, this is Mahindra 45, this is not duplicated. So Ganesh 30 60. Sorry guys, I'm keeping okay. So Ganesh 30 60,000. So here there is Ganesh 30. Here it is different, right? So if you observe any record, there is no duplicated record because we consider duplicated record as a older records and we deleted all of them, right? So this is how we can use these SQL queries to delete all older version, I mean older data as a duplicated record, and we deleted all of them. So now if you want to keep a older version as a duplicated record, or if you want to keep older version as original one, and if you want to delete a remaining, what you have to do, you have to mention here min. So that's how, other than this minimum, a remaining all will delete it, right? So therefore you will be keeping the older version as a original one, and you are deleting all latest versions as a duplicated one. Okay, so that is the difference between deleting latest versions or deleting older versions. I hope you understood. If you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment. Okay, thank you.